Morena te whānau. Today we're going to look at KO WAI to talk about who someone is. Let's get into it. So, like I said, we're looking at two simple words, KO WAI, and we're going to use this to say things like, who is that? Or who is this? Or who is he? Who is she? Who is that? All those sorts of things. Really simple. That's a really, really simple structure too. So the first two words are KO WAI, and this essentially means who is, but in the structure of the way I'm going to explain it, I'm going to write it a bit wonky in English. So we're going to write is who, just to phrase it a little bit clearer, and we can say KO WAI ia. And if you've been watching some of the other lessons, you know that ia means he or she. So if I'm talking to someone, I might say KO WAI, KO WAI ia, as in who is that person? Who is that person over there? And so who is who, he or she. Now the reason I've written it as is who is because when we go and slot the person's name in, it'll make a little bit more sense. So we might ask someone KO WAI ia, and then we can respond with KO, and we just slot the name in. So we replace Y with the name. So I'm going to use my name, KO Grant ia, full stop. And in this case, we're essentially saying, is Grant he, if that was sort of how we're going to translate it, sort of word for word. But in fact, we know that when we say that in English, it actually means, let me try and merge a cell here, he is Grant, or it's Grant, he's Grant, just something simple like that. So what else can we use here? KO WAI ia is for he and she. We've also looked at in some of the other videos, tēnei, tēnā, and tērā. So we can also slot those words in. So we might say KO WAI tēnei, meaning who is this by me. So I use this with the kids sometimes. Maybe I've got like a photo of someone, so I might hold my phone up with a photo of someone, and I can say KO WAI tēnei, KO WAI tēnei to the kids, and then they might respond with, they don't always, because they don't always speak Māori, whoever it is, KO Josh tēnā. So then there's that switch of the tēnei and the tēnā. We'll get to that. So KO WAI tēnei is who this, and we're talking about the person by me, as by me is me being the speaker. And then someone might respond with is Tom. I should start using some Māori words, Māori names. Is Tom that? If that kind of makes sense. So we say, when we're talking to someone, we say, who is this? And when they respond, they say, that is such and such. So this goes out, that comes back. Or if I might respond myself, I might say, who is this? This is Tom. So it would be KO WAI tēnei, ko Tom tēnei. But if someone was saying it back to me, if I asked someone KO WAI tēnei, they would say, oh, ko Tom tēnā. So you've got to go back and watch those videos on the difference between tēnei, tēnā, and tērā. So is Tom that? And we know that actually means that is Tom. Pretty simple. We can also use, I'm going to delete all this out. We might use KO WAI tērā, which means if you and I are talking, we want to know who that person is way over there. We might be talking, we might see someone on the other side of the street. So KO WAI tērā. And I'm going to start writing this in English so it makes a bit more, in proper English so it makes a bit more sense. Who is that over there? And again, quite simply, ko hemi tērā. So in this case, we're both using tērā because I'm talking about someone over there, and the person I'm speaking to, they're also talking about the same person who is over there, away from both of us. So we can both say tērā. Now that's different to what we were saying before about tēnei goes out, tēnā comes back. In this case, using tērā, tērā goes out, and then tērā comes back. So that's it. That's all it is. So ko wai. Ko wai tērā, ko wai tēnei, ko wai, we could say ko wai tēnā. So who is that? Who is that by you? So my mate might rock up with someone that I don't know and he's standing next to them. Oh, ko wai tēnā. So who's that? And then they respond with tēnei. So ko hemi tēnei. Ko ia taku hoa. This is Hemi. He's one of my friends. He's a friend. So that's it. Ko wai. So I'll quickly list these out again. So you've got, how do I unmerge cells? So you've got a reference to go by. That's not working. My computer skills are not that good. That's okay. We can delete that. So we'll look at, say, ko wai, who is, we might say tēnā, that, as in person near you, who I'm speaking to, oops, having a shocker this morning, tēnei, this, as in the person near me, tērā, as in that, the person over there. Let's bring that out a bit. Ia, he or she. And that's probably it. That's probably some really simple ones you can start working with. I mean, I don't want to sit here and bombard you with too many, but talking about who is this, who is that by you, who's that over there, and then ko wai ia. So again, ko wai tērā and ko wai ia, because we're both talking about someone that's over there, they sort of go hand in hand. We're sort of saying in tērā, who is that? Or if we use ia, we're saying who is he or who is she? But the person themselves, that they're actually away from both of us as speakers in a conversation. So good luck with it. Drop me a comment. Let me know how you go.